Hi everyone, and welcome back to part 8 of my Not So Berry Legacy Challenge Rose Generation. So in the last episode, I showed you that Scarlett moved into university housing, and now she is officially moved in. And what I mean by that is I actually decorated her room. So she's got like her bed, her teddy bear. Since she's a social sim, I gave her like this speech bubble mirror, which I love. She's got some ribbons up. She's got all of her photos of her family and her friends on the wall. This is her little desk area, which she's got like makeup everywhere, here and down there. She's got like some textbooks, I imagine. And I just really adore her room. This is her trophy from drama club. She's got her and her friend winning prom queen who actually passed away, more textbooks, and a heart. I adore her room. But I was fortunate enough to have such amazing friends that not only did Scarlett move into the dorms, but a bunch of other university students moved in, and they were all created by my fellow YouTuber friends, which I will link in the description below. And not only were my friends nice enough to make me Sims to move in with Scarlett, but they were nice enough to decorate their rooms. So please just take a second to at least check the description and visit their channels. They really deserve just 2 seconds of your time if you would be so obliged. So I'm going to really quickly introduce you to all the Sims my friends made and show you their rooms. So we will start with this room over here. So this is Freya Jackson. She was created by the Hungry Cow Plants, who again, linked in the description below. Definitely go check out his channel. He has a legacy challenge of his own, which I really enjoy. And so Freya is self-absorbed, outgoing, and a party animal. And her aspiration is actually also a party animal. I imagine she's kind of gothic because her side of the room is like all vampire aesthetic kind of, and I just love it. Also, if there's like random stuff places like up here, that most likely was not decorated by my friends, but unfortunately the Sims just place down random objects when they're roommates, and there's no way for me to avoid that. So yeah, but she's so cute. I think she's beautiful, and I can't wait to get to know her. We already know that Scarlett is bisexual, so it's possible she might have romance with both girls and guys, so we will have to see. She is such a cutie. Thank you so much, Connor, for making her, and once again, please go check out the Hungry Cow Plans channel. This is Camryn Grissom. She is self-absorbed, vegetarian, and genius, and she's actually an archaeology scholar, so her side of the room actually has kind of eccentric stuff in it. Like she's got like the little archaeology table, a skeleton, and all of this stuff. I love it so much. She's a genius, so she's got like nerdy stuff on the wall. I just think Sim Aura did such a good job. Sim Aura is actually doing a challenge on her channel where she goes from rags to riches and then back to rags. So she makes her Sim family get like all of this money and then have a Sim go ahead and blow all of the money, and it's actually been really entertaining so far. I've really enjoyed it, so definitely go check out her channel. She also made a video making these Sims where she talks about them in more detail. Yes, I did say Sims because she made one other Sim who's in a different room, which I will show you in a minute. So please go check her out, and thank you so much, Aura, for making these Sims for me. I love them because you cannot tell me if I moved in, you know, NPCs and just had them decorate the room on their own that it would look this elaborate and detailed and amazing. I think it's just so fun. So this is the first room. And the second room, I already showed you Scarlett's half, but this half belongs to Mariah Alford. So Mariah is once again blinking, so there we go. Mariah is a music lover, art lover, and a vegetarian Sim. She's actually a drama llama, And so who knows if she's going to create some chaos for us. And she really loves photography and making music. So I think she's so cute. She was made by Dixie Peach Sims, and Dixie actually made 4 Sims, so I still have 3 more made by her to show you. Thank you so much, Dixie, for making these Sims for me, and please go check out Dixie's channel. She has so much content. She creates builds, she has a lot of creative Sims, and she is currently doing her own legacy challenge, which is called the Swift Legacy. So definitely go check her out. And here's a little tour of her room. So she's got like a music making station. She's got more things to reflect. She likes music, like a microphone, a violin, and a guitar, some crafts over here, some photography on the walls, and I just love how she has green hair and like a green aesthetic. So it's kind of like she's a not-so-berry sim, kind of like Scarlet. I love that about her. Moving on to the next room. This room was created by the Dennis Scott. As with everybody else, he's going to be linked in the description below. He tried to create like an opposites attract kind of thing. So he says that both of these Sims are best friends, and like one's kind of like dark and one's kind of like cheerful. So that's why it's like the black versus pink, which I love. And now let me introduce you to them. And once again, like this ketchup most likely was not placed by Dennis, but by the Sims placing random objects. So the first Sim is Gabriella Taylor. Gabriella is a chief of mischief, hot-headed, childish, self-absorbed. He says he made her he tried to make her look kind of mean, even though she's actually a really kind Sim, and she's just supposed to be like really sassy is all. And I think she's such a cutie. He did use a lot of custom content, so I tried my best to make her look how he intended. I did change her hair from an alpha hair to a Maxis match hair just because that's my personal preference. But I tried to make it look, again, as close to the original as possible, and he said he didn't mind. So I hope I did her justice. I think she's so cute. He also made a video of himself creating these Sims, so I will link that in the description below where he can talk about them in more detail. He also has a bunch of really cool series on his channel, including Not So Berry. I think he's doing like the Disney Princess series. He also created his own challenge called Our Dream Let's Play, where basically like these Sims save up a bunch of money to move into like this really glorious mansion, which has been really entertaining. So definitely go check him out, please. So moving on, this is Lola, and if I didn't say it already, they're supposed to be like best friends who moved to university together. Lola is a nerd brain, perfectionist, cheerful, and unflirty. She's supposed to be like really into plants and nature, so he made sure to scatter her room with a bunch of flowers and stuff, and I just think they're so cute. She also had alpha hair, and it didn't bother me that much. I felt like it looked close enough to Max's match, in my personal opinion, that I left the hair that he put on her. And I just think she's adorable. I love this shirt and everything. And yeah, let's move on to the next set of Sims. So this is Ryan Dawson, and this is Forrest Welch, and they were also created by Dixie Peach Sims. And so Ryan is goal-oriented, socially awkward, bookworm, and athletic, while Forrest is goal-oriented, clumsy, good, and creative. Forrest actually has a little bit of a secret, which is he is a werewolf, which I would never have a werewolf roommate if it wasn't for my friends. So thank you for that. I just think that's so funny and so cool. So Forrest has like the easel and the artwork on his side of the room, whereas Ryan has like a bunch of sports stuff. I imagine they're probably both on the same sports team, possibly, and are just kind of like the jocks of the university, which I really love. They have like a little place to watch TV, some more posters on the wall, and they are cuties. We already know Scarlet has to be a serial romantic, so it would be really interesting to see if she forms any relationships with any of these Sims. Moving on, we have the fourth sim made by Dixie Peach, and this is Kasen Paul. Kasen is goal-orientated, a party animal, a bro, and a geek, which I think is so cool because he decorated his room with like all geeky things, kind of like really into video gaming, and I guess he's gothic because he's got black stuff all in his room that match his outfit. But it just so happens that he ended up rooming with a fellow geek made by Aura Sims. So this is Aura's second sim that she made me, and he is Reed Thibodeaux, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the last name wrong. He is nerd brain, genius, geek, and outgoing, so I think it's so cool that like they did not plan this, but both of them ended up being geeks. So hopefully they get along really well. In her video where she makes the Sims, I will link it in the description below, she says that she thinks Reed might be questioning his sexuality, he might be gay, bi, or just experimenting. So he's trying to find himself in university, which I love. I just love the clash of how like one's like gothic and then the other side of the room is just like an explosion of color. I just think it's so cool, you guys. But yeah, that is their room. And lastly, we have these two Sims were created by Sweet Tater Fries, or Brie, who is my friend. All of these people are my friends who did this for me, but they actually have a very elaborate backstory, which I will read to you now. So first, before I read the backstory, just to establish, this is Keenan and this is Blade, okay? So here is the story. Keenan and Blade have been best friends since childhood. Keenan was always a little more thoughtful and kind, while Blade was a little more mischievous and a prankster. They grew up coming from totally different backgrounds. Keenan a lot more well-off financially, athletic, and supportive parents. Blade more rebellious, artistic, and his parents let him do what he wanted. One day in middle school, Blade decided he would pull his ultimate prank. He broke into his best friend's home and put a blaze to Keenan's trash can. Blade was under the impression from movies that the fire would be more controlled, but all of a sudden it broke out into a full-blown blaze. Blade ran out of the house in full hysterics and never told a soul what he had done. Keenan's little sister, whose room was the closest to the fire, woke up abruptly. She could only make it to her big brother's room at the time. They rushed to the window on the second story, and Keenan made his little sister jump while he went to try to save his parents. He woke them up in a panic and told them that their home was on fire. At this point, they were stuck. Nowhere to run, nowhere to get away from the fire. His parents fell asleep on the floor trying to escape, and Keenan fought for his life. Finally, the fire department came and pulled all the family members from the home. Keenan was having labored breathing and had a large burn on his neck and shoulder. Unfortunately, his parents were unable to be resuscitated. Keenan, at the age of 12 years old, took full responsibility for his little sister, who was only 9 when she lost her parents. He confided in his best friend Blade about what happened, and Blade decided to help Keenan through his trauma and went to all his therapy appointments. Keenan's little sister saw the way Blade was to her big brother and developed a crush on Blade. He was the cool, badass brother's best friend. In high school, her sophomore year, her and Blade had a secret relationship. She had a secret relationship with the boy who was responsible for losing her childhood home and parents. This ended up causing Blade to have just this impending guilt. He started acting out again. He was cheating on his girlfriend, drinking, smoking, and overall just being a large pain in the ass. After he and Keenan graduated high school, they decided to go to college together, even though Keenan started to see more sides to Blade that was his best friend and the person who got him through the most traumatic moment he will ever go through in he will ever go through. In college, they met a woman, a very beautiful woman, and both instantly wanted to ask her out. Keenan's romance was a lot more pure, more loving, and genuine, and Blade, well, he was Blade. He just wanted sex. Okay, that was a mouthful, and so much, but okay, so apparently Blade is just supposed to be kind of like a fuckboy, and, you know, she gave him the public enemy aspiration, she gave him the traits evil, self-absorbed, and romantic, and apparently his name isn't even his real name, he's just like a really big jerk, and yeah, so, okay, so she was very insistent that I download custom content condoms and place them all around the room to kind of give off the fuckboy aesthetic. So he's got a condom there, a condom there, a condom here, and a condom on his mini fridge. I just had to point that out for you guys because I thought it was so funny. This is his side of the room, which I love. He's definitely going to be a character, and we will see if he gets involved with Scarlet or not. And then, of course, Keenan is just the opposite. So Keenan is a jock, he's a nerd, and he's got some PTSD and some trauma from, you know, the fire and what happened to him. He wants to find his soulmate. He's athletic, paranoid, and family-orientated. And I don't think you can see it in this outfit, but if I really quickly expose him and put him into his little bathing suit, probably, you can probably see. Here, we'll do this one. So he does actually have like burns on his shoulder and on the side of his neck and face from the fire. He has a little fish over here. He's got some posters on the wall. And she really wanted to put in this little fire extinguisher because he's very paranoid of catching on fire again. And yeah, that is all of the roommates. I am so excited for Scarlet to meet them, possibly form relationships with them, and etc. If you're wondering how I did this, I used Little Sam's roommate mod in addition to MC Command Center, which I needed to up the amount of Sims that can be in a household / the amount of Sims that can be on a lot. And I did change it from university housing to just residential in order to A, be allowed to have a stove, and B, I don't know, it was just easier because then I didn't have to actually enroll all the roommates in college. So we do actually have bills, which I don't think you have if you're a university student. Sorry, if you're in university housing. But bills won't be an issue because I did move our money trees with Scarlet from home. So we have 4 money trees on the lot. And like I said, I'm just really excited to get into the gameplay and meet everybody, because whereas if it was just regular NPC Sims, I probably wouldn't care, but because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is my friend's Sim, like I actually want to meet them, become friends with them, and yeah, I'm just so excited. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. Okay, you guys, so off camera I just had her complete all of her homework. She's completing her last homework now. For her 4 classes. It's currently 8 p.m. on Monday, and she's got 12 hours till her first class, which starts tomorrow at 8 a.m. So she's off to a good start. You know, all of her homework is done once she finishes that. So I think we're just going to have her use the bathroom real quick because she has to. And then let's see what everybody is up to. Is any of the dorm mates in... Okay, so Lola's hanging out in her room. And everybody else, it seems, would be downstairs. So let's catch a peek. Okay, it looks like they're having like a little party over here. And then it looks like Keenan and Ryan are taking up violin. So honestly, it's probably a community... policy or whatever it's called that came with Eco Lifestyle, but we can just say that maybe they're taking a music elective or something, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so all of her homework should be done, yes, and her needs are kind of good. She just needs to eat something, which all of the dorm mates have actually been making a food or bringing food, so I've been trying to drag it in the fridge to keep it from going bad. This was both made by Mariah. I guess she's taking up cooking. So let's come grab a serving and then maybe we can come introduce ourselves to our dorm mate. Okay, let's do a respectful introduction to Camryn, and then we can do a respectful introduction to Freya, since they're on the couch down here with us. God, that violin sounds awful. Everyone's in like their cold weather outfits because it's currently spring, so they're not in the original outfits I showed them in, which is interesting. Why don't we come over here and play juice pong with somebody? Let's do juice pong with teammate Camryn. Well, Camryn will be our teammate. We're going to play against Blade, and we're going to play against Keenan in an effort to get him to stop playing violin because it is so horrible. Unfortunately, we still have Ryan over here playing violin, but let's see if this works. All right, they already set up the little juice pong. So cute. All right, so Blade had to drink. Now we have to drink. Okay. And we missed. Let's see if Keenan gets it. Keenan got it. Okay. So that should make Camryn have to drink. Camryn missed. No! Aww. And of course, Blade made it. It looks like we're losing, you guys. That's just great. We got one! Alright, is Keenan gonna make us lose? Yup. Okay, so Keenan won the game and we ended up losing. What else can we do? It's currently midnight, so we should get some sleep soon because we got class in the morning. Or you know what? Let's come harvest one of these money trees. See, I hate that they put food out here. Like, it's not even on the table. And who is this Mariah again? It is. She's like she's like the chef for everybody. I wonder if she's going to college for cooking, because her backstory said she was going for like photography and music and art and stuff like that, according to her traits at least. Okay, we got money now from the money tree. Let's come in here and pay the bills. I think I'm going to be kind of boring and just have her head upstairs and go to bed. Like, she kind of mingled a little bit with everybody. Like, she played beer pong and she kind of introduced herself, but for the most part she's very focused on her classes and everything. She did all her homework already, and now she's focused on making sure she gets a good night's sleep for class in the morning. So yeah, she's gonna get some sleep now. Let's turn this radio off. I don't know if it's custom content or like a mod that's causing this, but she can't sleep right now. She can only nap. So I'm just going to spam her napping, which I think takes longer than sleeping. So I'm glad I had her go to sleep early enough that she's going to be rested for class. Okay guys, so just for context, this is our university housing right here. So she had to run all the way downstairs and all the way over here. I had her sleep and use the bathroom and shower. And then she started heading to class early. She didn't even have time to eat. I did buy her a bike, but she didn't use it. And even with heading to class early, she's still late for class. Her class started at 8. It's 8:12 right now. So she's showing up to class like 15 minutes late. But hopefully that's not a big deal because I had her do her homework. And now, let's see. We can skill gain, reduces fun, or increases grade. Okay, let's do that. We're gonna take notes. So she's in this class, which is Law and Order, until 10:55. Then she has a really short break, so I'm probably just gonna have her eat real quick, and then she goes right back to class from 1:30 to 2:55 for a long distance relationship. So I'm gonna skip to when she is done with all of her classes, and then we're gonna try to head to the other college, the green one, which I think is Brightchester, and we're gonna try to crash the debate club meeting and see if, even though we're from the opposing college, if we can join the debate team, because I looked it up and the debate team meets on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 4 to 8. So I will see you guys there. Okay guys, her first class for the day is done, and she ate already during her break, and she still has quite a bit more time because the next class isn't till 1:30. So not that long, but long enough that we're gonna head home because our boyfriend actually came to visit us. So I love to see that she's actually using her bike for once. And I don't know if these are new to the game or if it's just because I haven't played with roommates before and this only happens with roommates, but we keep having people show up with like requests, and this time our boyfriend showed up with the request to work out together. So you can actually accept the request or decline the request. So let's go ahead and agree to work out and see how that happens. Somebody else came over earlier requesting to do something, but I didn't know them, so I just sent them home. Sorry, we can't go to Geekong. We have class in like an hour. Where is she? Okay, there she is, and... Did he leave? Did we really bike all the way back here to agree to work out only for him to leave? I think that's what just happened. All right, do your homework for the class that you just had while you're waiting for your next class to start. What's really exciting is her research and debate skill is almost a level 3 already just from doing homework. So if we do crash the debate team later, she actually has a chance to possibly do better than them, especially if they don't have any debate skill already. Alright, she finished her homework for her first class and she's heading to her second class that starts at 3 p.m. She is heading to class early again, so we'll see if she's going to be late again or not. Oh, it looks like somebody pranked the statue. Go to university class. Yep, and once again, even though we left early, she's like 35 minutes late to class, so I really hope that doesn't affect our grade, that we're always showing up late to class. But go ahead and take notes. Scarlett, are you even going to go inside the building? There we go. All right, I will cut to when she gets out of class, you guys, and then we're going to head over to Brightchester and try to crash the debate meeting. Okay, you guys, Scarlett is out of class, so now let's head over to Brightchester and see if it's possible to join the debate team even when you're coming from the other school. And if not, we will still try to crash it by debating them anyways. Okay, you guys, so we're at Bright Commons, which is the other university, our opponent, because we are Foxbury, and we're like the only person dressed in red, which is, yes, because we're Rose Gen, but also it's our school colors, and everybody else is dressed in their school colors, and this is the debate team. They all are wearing like the yellow and green Brightchester, and we're pretty angry from being hot-headed. We had a bad social bunny post apparently, and because we're wet, so we're gonna try to take our anger out on everybody here during a debate, which we are currently a level 3 in, so hopefully that will be higher than some of the debate members. But let's come in here, and I'm wondering if we can join the debate club if we're from a separate school, or if we're gonna have to just debate them even though we're not officially in the club. But even if we can't officially join, I have no problem coming here every Tuesday when they meet just to crash the party, you know? But Okay, he's a debate member. Let's do an enchanting introduction to him. And then this is also a debate member. We can do a polite introduction and see if we can get them off the podium so that we can use it. Oh my goodness, I've never seen that before. That must be the charisma. We just like did like a vampire power on him and it dropped rose petals. Wow, wait. They have romance now? Just from that? My bad. I had no idea that was even a thing. Okay, let's debate a topic and we're gonna debate is... Oh man, somebody took the podium. Oh no, Jordan. Oh wow, Jaden is like all romantic now. I didn't know it would do that. I've never had a sim with max charisma before. Okay, I need to get one of these guys off this stand because I want to use it. So let's do, I kind of want to taunt about university superiority. I think that's kind of funny. No, you do not dislike it. You love it. You're going to be a politician. Okay, and now that we did that, let's debate a topic. Let's debate, is homework beneficial? And we're going to debate it with, I guess this guy, which we're already almost friends with, even though we literally just introduced ourselves. Our brother's calling us, but we're in the middle of the debate, so I'm going to hang up. He did call earlier off camera, and we did speak with him. It's kind of cute that they have a good relationship. She's feeling confident during the debate, which is really good. Scarlett has been feeling successful lately and wants to keep it that way, even if it means being an overachiever. Embrace the change. Heck yes! Are you kidding me? That is so her. Okay, wait. What does this say? Debate domination from debating opponent. Scarlett came, she spoke, she conquered. What an eloquently worded argument. We won our first debate argument, you guys, and we became an overachiever. I'm just curious if we can actually join the debate team because I'm thinking we can't because we're from a separate school, which honestly for me was worth it because I wanted to go to the same school with her colors. So we might just come here every single day at the time they meet, which is Tuesday from 4 to 8, and we might debate them. And I think what I might do is, you see how like they're all in yellow and green? I think I might form our own club. So we already have besties, we already have legacy hairs. Let's form our own club, which is a debate team, and I'm gonna have them dress in, if I'm able to, foxberry colors, which is red and stuff, and then we'll come here and it's going to be like the two schools are debating each other, which I really like that idea. They'll have the book icon. Alright, you guys, I think I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to all of my friends who made Sims to join her university housing. Please make sure you go check out their channels, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye, everyone!